いつもご視聴ありがとうございます。アトランタに勝ち越して機嫌のいい私めでございます。うわ、メッツ戦やって、左ピッチャーに用意した新打順。ハンターグリーンで勝たねば誰が勝つ。
From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets
あと8個。
Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous
ブ
recently.
ルペンはやれてるんじゃね。
This group
フォア
literally
ボールの
changes
少なさは
outcomes
リーグ
of
ト
games.
ップ。
It's been incredible to watch, Boog, and once the starters
が少ない。
hand over the ball, it's been practically
西武も
game
トップ
over
じゃな
for
い。
the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
もっと勝てるはず。
First pitch coming your way next.
何がメッツだよ。なめんなよ。
So just about set now.
最強の性能をお持ちであります。移籍組ハンターグリーン。
Well, I hear you about the
立てば3
strikeouts.
勝目。
A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need to get on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical.
Hey, 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 hey.
Starling Marte, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
ちょっとビビってんのんちゃう気持ちが。
That one
No, that missed. That's a ball. パーフェクトやろ。グッドやった。スプリットでカウント取りに行きます。あらー、スリーボールやっちゃった。いきなりかこれ。これ。振ってけへんと思う。おい。振ってくるよ。
Over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
よし。
Now it's filled up 3 and 2.
Count is full.
スプリットか方針はない。スプリット。ストライクゾーンに。
Payoff pitch.
高い。うい。
Drill center field. Rafaela sizes this one up.
今日センターはラファエラ。左投手なんで右を揃えています。
A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Mark Vientos.
恐ろしい人がいますね。誰かな。メッツのレジェンドは分かりません。みんな怖い。外すら。やばい、高い。打ちスラーブ。ナイスボール。今日は左投手なんで左に強いトレスがセカンドです。新打順を機能させたい私め。16本打ってるぞ。インコースはやめとこう。アウトいっぱい。うーわ。オーケーオーケー。すごい音したけどシングルならいいんです。足遅いやろどうせ。違う。外や。おほい。
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish.
大した能力じゃないよね。
teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like
大
this.
したことある。変化球から危ない。いや
So one hit is all they get. Now
ちょ
the
っと
Red
もう
Sox will
通
get
知い
their
らんて
shot.
集中したいね。誰や
Here in Boston.
デビッド・ピーターソ
On
ン。
the hill, David Peterson. And
Peterson.
Cindy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job
4.02
navigating through tough spots.
さあ
Well, it hasn't been a great year
はい
so far
左
in terms of
新打順
ERA,
い
but
く
he's
ぜ
had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and
欲
misses,
しい
put
もん
himself
そん
in
な
a
早くない
position to bring that ERA down, because
むし
you
ろ
know
内
in the
頃
back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
That one at 95 missed up top, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2-1.
よっし
On a line
ゃ
out towards center.
ダメか
Snags it on the run. One away.
誰やセンター
Here's
俊
the
敏な
Red
やつがお
Sox
るな
lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. All right, Siggy.
前回さよならの前に
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug
トーレ
and
ス
get on
ブレグマン
base,
あたり
that
に
OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce
ね
runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses
お
as
前も
well.
や
Next to hit, Jacob Wilson.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Strike
Yeah,
one.
what?
This guy's got
こ
such
こ
a
5
good
試合で
sinker.
2本しか打ってない
You gotta
と
look
言わ
up
れ
in the
て
zone.
おり
If you
ま
look
す
down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering
1-1.
misses down and away. Shot
Yeah.
missed. That one
Okay.
was close, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
コントロール良さそう
One out, base is empty. 3-2.
どこがや
Pitch is
歩いたぜ
outside, and ball 4.
3番アランダは固定
Now, Jonathan Aranda.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
0-1.
前の試合は3安打しとりますけ
Next pitch
Ball, that's
inside,
it.
and the count even 1-1. Wilson leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, as a
迷
hitter,
う
you're hoping
から
that
やんけお前
that
構えたとこに来たやんけボ
That's how it's going to
ケ
be all day. It's going to be a tough one for the offense.
危
Right down
ね
the way, still 1-2.
え95マイル出てたら空振りやったぞ
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
And now, Manny Ramirez. That's in there.
しばらくホームランが出てない4番こんな数字で終わる選手じゃねえだろ
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in Game 1 of this 3-game set. Come up empty. That's strike 2.
俺
0-2.
Fouls it back with
危
2
ね
strikes.
え
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses. That's the inning.
悪く
And
な
the
いピ
Red
ッチャーや
Sox leave
と思う
1.
な
Scoreless after 1.
いろんな変化球投げてくるね先制は許したらあかんけどなんかもう知ってる選手
Second
が多
inning
いから
set to
怖い
go.
わ
Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows.
That missed. That's a ball.
今日は低め取ってくれませんの。
One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
ボール気味でいいよ。よーし、打った。オーケー。アウトやろ。おい。ノーアウトやってお。あるかな。ちょっと見ますよ。そりゃやっぱり。
Tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame him for wanting to take another look.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
内野ゴロ打たしたい。
Lindor the move. Pitch
No, that's down.
ダメだ。全然盗まれてるし、変化球やし。
That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there.
強いやんけ、メッツ。
Pitching so far, so why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this
フォ
one.
ーシーム投げる勇気が持たれへん。
Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
こいつ舐めとる。アウトじゃない。
Checks the
お
run.
わ
Lindor back in there. Chris, the players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
赤やけどアウトじゃ。あ、でもそれたか。さ
Safely at third with one out.
あ、よしだ。肩強かったらメーターの幅が大きくなるんですか。ないか。
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
三振欲しい。まず空振れ。よし。
Swing it a foul straight back.
外に落として。ワイルドピッチあるぞ。オーケー。もういらん。ストライクいらんで。素直に行こう。三振して。
0-2 now.
おお。ここまで来たらゼロで終わりたい。
And you drive across a run. That's a frustrating outcome for the hitter.
次誰？
Still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hitting better than 350 this month.
That one
Nope,
inside.
that's in.
Ball 1.
これで外スピリットでカウント取ってスライダーがスラブ。これはストライク欲しいよ。
2 outs.
おお、真ん中。
And the count even at 1.
スラブ
No
で
score yet, but a
これで追い
runner
込みた
at
い。
third with 2 away.
おお、ちょっとコース甘いよ。フォーシームのタイミングで手出し仕掛けたと判断します。だからフォーシームをボールゾーンへ。高さ間違えんなよ。 おお、ちょっと低
Fouled
い。
off, and they'll do it again.
The healthy cut.
やっぱフォーシーム手出してきたね。
98, but a really good pass at the ball.
ワイルドピッチ気ぃつけて。オーケー。ナイピー。ナイピーグリーン。
The emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
勝つで。2連勝するで。
Back here at Fenway, we head to the bottom of the second.
今日お前がやらな誰がやる。
Peterson back to work. Ball one
That's
there.
the ball. One ball, no strikes.
Off left
さ
side.
あ。
The 1-1 is
フ
fouled
ォーシ
off.
ームとシンカー同じタイミング。スライダーカーブが遅いよ。
That one
2 and
misses
2.
in the dirt.
うわー、カーブや。
Hit out swinging on the first.
おナイ
The
ス。
first as they can't make the play.
さすが持ってる男は違います。ノーアウトランナー。
Now it's Alex Bregman.
メッツの守備に乱れが出て当たってるブレグマン。前の試合は2安打ぐらいしてるよね。タイムリーもありました。
And
No,
the
that's
pitch a little
down.
bit
Ball.
low. Ball one. Torres gets his lead at first with nobody out.
よーしゃ、そうだよ。入ってこい。おお、ブレグマン3ついける。ランニングホームランはない。よーしよーしよーしよーしよー。
Went through with the RBI. He really shot that one down the right field.
初めての三塁打。
Found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
いいね。ライトの守備が穴かな。やりました。またさらに追加点のチャンス。
Masataka Yoshida digs in now. This is inside.
左やけどスタメンの吉田。
1-0. That's the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and
Ball
a big
cinco.
reason why getting ahead in
ストライ
counts.
ク取りにおいで、フォーシームで取りにおいで。
See the results.
That one misses. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
There's the
Here.
strike. They're now 3-1.
次は左に強いモレノ。打順じゃないか。機能してきた。
And that is out of play.
Oh, 危ない。
Foul
I got
ball,
top.
and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
いったじゃん。よーし。
Hit right center field.
やったぜ。
Comes around from third. It's an RBI single.
まだノーアウト。
That's a good job right
モレ
there.
ノ
Got two strikes.
いける。モレノが続けば、まあ、5点は欲しいね。
Steps stepping in for Boston, Gabriel Moreno. Foul off down the right side.
俺のも移籍組。
Nobody out, runner at first. Just
That's the ball.
missed.
おっしゃ、おー、ダメか。
Calls it in.
惜しかったね。アウトローうまく打てたのに。ニンニン。
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jaron Durant.
左が苦手で9番
We
広
talk
角の
about
ジャン。
guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. He's
流れを切っとるお前。
3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to
もっ
work
と
him
期待
inside.
してるけどな、デュランを使いこなせてません。
Ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
digging in. Cedar Rafaela. Knee high. That's in for a strike.
なんなん、シンカーとフォーシームは見極められへん。
That's inside. And that's ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Tapper back to the mound. Fires over the first.
まあでも
Inning over.
グリーンに
Two
2点
runs
先
scored, and they
制
jump
したか
ahead.
ら
We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Mets nothing.
もうええわ、ごちゃごちゃ理屈はいらん。ピッチングしよう。
Back here at the
先頭に回るから。
ballpark,
うわ、
coming
打
off a
っ
series
て
where
る
they
ね
were red
すごい
hot
ね
at the plate. And a look at the numbers.
17点取ってんの3試合で。まあ4試合の可能性もあるか。先頭に変えるからこいつ出したらあかんで。
Fastball for a strike.
こいつ足速いやつやな。
Former All-Star.
セドリックやけど足速い。
And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Comes in for a strike.
真ん中見逃したね。
That pitch you just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a
これ振るんじゃない？
like this.
えい。あらだ。見違えてきたんじゃないか、レッドソックス。
Starling Marte up to him.
よし、飲んだ。
Center his first time. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
なんか初球からけえへんね。フォーシーム待ってんのかな。
That one fouled off.
フォーシーム待ってるよね。本来のハンター・グリーンが入ってきましたか。さあ、 メッツにも勝ちこそ。 3連戦の初戦を取れれば。
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
丁寧にな。
Foul ball. There's the strike up high. And the count 1-2.
スプリットで3者連続三振じゃ。
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see
もう
another.
一球いきます。ちゃんとボールゾーンにワンバウンドでもいいから。オッケー。あれ2
Two
敗。
out, space is empty.
はい、やばー。
Five straight strikeouts. Mets go down quickly. They're still down. It's 2-0.
ナイピナイピかきピ。
And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
またチャンス作ってくれ。
That one missing inside.
おーっしゃー、ナイスバッティング。乗ってるね。
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And next for the Red Sox, Jonathan Aranda. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
おっ、
Slap the
う
other
わー、
way.
ど真ん中。CFD が低いから低いの？
Wilson gets his
Yeah,
lead at
so them
first. Nobody out. And it's even up.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count. They've been able to...
あー、これダメだ。
He's got himself for one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double
足
play.
遅い2人ですからね。内野ゴロ打ったらあかんかった。ちょっと打球が弱かった。一瞬抜けると思ってんけど。
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Manny Ramirez. Right through there for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Oh.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And it
One,
skips
two.
in the dirt. Now one miss.
Ball.
Good spot there.
Ball
But didn't get
yeah.
the strike at the knees,
That-
and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound.
Strike
as he
取りに来い、
tries to get a better
Peterson.
sense of the umpire strike zone.
Two down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
とんでもないわこいつ。
Gets to it on to first.
Got
In
him.
time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
まあでもグリーン出来がいいから。あかんな。調子乗ってたらあかんな。
And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. That's
いいよー、いいね
4-1.
Well, these
Nice
Mets
ball,
just
yeah.
lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Not even close there. And the count is 1-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. fastball is in for a strike.
インサイド待ってんな。
Red Sox by 2.
外手出したな。あ、1球見せよ
う。Gets a piece and it stays 0-2.
もう1球。
And a good out.
That's a good pitch there.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat, you drive back to the dugout.
もう1球落とすか。
Next one
Ball.
misses, and the count is even 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
ダメか。
In the dirt, blocked.
うわー、何投げる？
Should be it back coming up.
スプリット。
Nice stop from his backside. Here's one.
Ah.
Not in time.
ナイスナイストレス。
Awesome job of
抜けてたら大惨事やった。
really good dive
ま
there.
だだ。
Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants when he throws on the money.
よう取った俺。
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that's
1-0.
outside.
スプリットがなんか抜けるね。メーター押せてないからやけど。
Red Sox leading it by 2.
赤。
The shortstop
knows
takes
the
the
count.
ball.
フォーシーム投げたらやられると思う。よし。さらにスプリット。内野ゴロ打て。ジェイコブのところで。
The 2-1. And that one fouled off.
Left side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Viento.
Nope.
In the
Ball.
box now as he looks at ball 1.
ナイボールナイボールナイボー
Second
ルナイ
plate
ボール。
appearance of the day for him. 2 outs. And there's a fly ball deep right field.
Torre.
That one's back.
取ったよし。
So they can't do anything with the
落
leadoff
下点が
single
出て
there.
てもホームランかと思ってまうわ。
Inning number 4 now. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Mets.
まだ2点リード。
Back here at the ballpark, let's check
いや、
out
もう
the
今ええわ。
latest news from around the league.
俺。
Check swing, he went too far and it's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that one
That's the ball.
upstairs, ball 1.
1-1.
Labor gets a piece, 1 and 2.
インコース攻めか。
And he hits a ground ball right side. Toss to Alonso.
インコース攻めかっていうのは聞こえてたよね。
And now it's Alex Bregman. It was a triple and an RBI at his first at bat.
Marte
moves under it, and there's two down.
あっさりツーアウト。これやめよう、この癖。追加点がいるんじゃ。
Two down, bases empty. Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one pushed to the left and foul.
ああ、それがついていってない。
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. He swings and fouls one off. Blows by, he passed him. That's a
完全に裏かかれた。
Down in order, go the Red Sox. But they hold the 2-0
追加点が
lead.
取れてないよ。っていうかヒット出てないぞ、あれから。
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Green back to work. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Well,
One ball, no
Mets,
strikes.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game. It's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, that's
2 balls,
just
2
a
strikes.
nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I'll tell you what, he's got a good one.
うわー、抜けた。
Fair ball. It's in and out of his glove.
え、
Around first and hustling
落と
for
し
second.
てた。あ、やばい。
And he's into second with nobody out.
取ってたらシングルやったのに。も
Rested his hands. Nice job of moving the other way.
う出会い頭やんけ。顔はあっち向いとるやないか。やばい。
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Francisco
三振取れる。
Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that's strike one.
まさかインサイドから来るとは思いませんでしたみたいな顔してないこれ。三振や。インコースボール球見して外すら。
Nimmo at second with nobody out. That pitch
No, that
just
missed. That's a
misses
ball.
the inside corner. It's a ball in
1 and 2.
ボール球でいいよ。
In the air,
取れるやろ。
right field.
3つ。青や。アウト。
Runner catches at second.
アウトにしたい。
It comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly.
勝った
Out
弱い。
away.
助走前か。
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
ファールせい。
That catches the top part of the zone.
変化球合わされて内野ゴロ嫌やね。
Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And there's
1 and 1.
よし。空振りして。 おー、惜しい。もう一球いこう。あー、低い。しょうがない、しょうがない。ノーアウトのランナー出したらあかんわ。
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that home, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's Starling Marte. 0-2 in this
ピッ
one.
チャー準備しよう。ローレンともうチャップマンやろう。左ちょっとベルナルディーノが疲れてるから。ベルナルディーノが左が必要。うおー、ビビったー。真ん中入った。危ねえ。今シーズン3打席目なの？怪我してたの？モレノ！ノーマークやった。忘れてた。試合のもうバッター集中。3投されてもいいよ。ナイスボール。マクニール、次アロンソ。まあどっちも一緒か。ストライク欲しい。よーし、メーター外してもええとこ投げてくれた。インコース待ってる。外でよーし、もう一球外に、高めに外してスプリット。もう一球高めいこうかな。ボール球。今のはストライクゾーンいっちゃったから。これで落とそう。もうワンバウンドになってもええよ。
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
もうちょい低くやん。もう一球落とそう。よし、グリーン素敵。救世主になってナイスピー。5回終わりね。勝利投手の権利持って追加点取らなあかんちゅうこっちゃ。3安打やないか。メッツもここ10試合は調子悪い。でもめちゃめちゃ貯金あるチームですよね。強いところでずっとやってんのかな。
First offering and it just misses.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
もう外れた。これは出したい。 デュランは送りたい。
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. So it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And strike two.
Full count.
よし。
Take your base, ball
So a
four.
leadoff walk.
デュランは宣言通り送りバント。
And stepping in
デュランの送りバントを確かめたい。まあいけんじゃない？ 53 あるから。
speedy Jarren Duran struck out swinging his first time. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. 0-1.
決めたいな。
And a
よ
sac.
し、ナイスバント。これはセーフやろ。
That's one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
まあそうか、デュラン走れるわ。初球いきます。
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
一番器用のラファエラはヒットなし。
Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second.
クイックや、やばいか。
For a strike. And
Hey, he's in there.
it's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
33個目。
Siggy, he definitely
ちょっ
showed
と
off.
危なかったよ。スタ
Yeah,
ー
it
ト。
turned out to be a bang bang
あ、そうか。
play.
クイックやからか。
Gives us the
スタート悪くなかった
data,
ね
and。that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
数少ない二塁からシングルで帰ってこれるランナーやで。
Just off the outside corner. And a count 1-2.
抜けた。
And he
よし、
picks it up with it.
セーフ。オーケー。まあもう抜けてれば1点やったのに。ダブルプレー以外なら
And a
つ
drill
い
to the
あ
dugout
変えた。
now. And it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
誰だっけ？アランダか。
Won't go any further.
ここで
They trail as he exits, but he kept
右
it
ピッチャー
close.
持ってこい。
A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
右や。
Ryan Helsley will take over here.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy.
あのヘルズリー
Weak contact, so
中継ぎやっ
command
てん
and
の？
execution are huge for him.
どうしたよ。元チームメイトです。あ、ウィルソンや。
Now at the plate,
ダブル
Jacob
プレーあるぞ。
Wilson. A walk, and he's also singled.
102マイル。
That ball in triple digits.
くそ振り汚れた。
0-1.
急にあんなん投げたらあかんわ。
Duran at third. Rafaela over at first with one away. Fought off foul.
てんぞこら。食らいつけ。
Close, but called the ball. Down 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Two on, one out. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
出る気せえへん。嫉妬して。
Just
No,
misses
that missed.
without one.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
Let's go. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And now Jonathan Aranda. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
ピッチャーやの
Strike 2.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up at that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
On 2 outs. A foul ball that stays alive. The 0-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
This one doesn't cost them any over. One left for the Red Sox, but they still lead it 2-1. Back in Boston. All right, we go to the half of inning number 6. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
この回まで
And that
No,
misses.
that missed. That's a ball.
And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
おーいメーター
Good eye.
That's inside ball.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Juan Soto hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Off walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let it go.
No outs, runner at first. And here is Juan Soto.
チャップマン行こうすまんちょっと待てよ いや、ええよ、もうここは行こう。
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change.
Nice
in this
pitch.
spot. Hunter Green departs. He exits with the lead. And
大
gave
谷
him
が
a really
62
nice
奪三振。
performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
頼むぞ、ドヤ顔人間。
The left-hander on now. Aroldis Chapman.
And this is an important part of this game.
That is
Tight
it.
score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
スレイテン準備しとこうか。絶対アウトにせなあかんで、こいつを。
Check swing called strong. With the go-ahead run at the plate for the top half of the sixth. Got it.
ナイス。まだまだまだまだまだ。
Just anxious right there, and understandably so.
うまいこと言ったな。
You've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Ball
That's
one
low. That's a ball.
ビビんなビビんな。
And
No.
another ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher
Oh,
clearly
the
trying to
same
get
call.
that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And the slider
outside.
just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
振ってけへんやろ。やばい。メーター押せ
He's
て
making
な
things
い
difficult
や
for
ん。
himself right now out there on the mound. But you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
まだ帰られへんよね。
Very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
帰れる？帰られへんよね。
That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. And that's going for a strike.
Doesn't seem to like the
No
pitch
ball,
up.
two
Hasn't
strikes.
offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's gonna climb the ladder out there.
ボール球でいいよ。
That's down
One ball,
and
two
a
strikes.
slider missed.
That's a ball.
ダメか。
Even the count.
Way to lay off
2-2.
that pitch down.
めんどくせえなこいつ。 まだまだまだまだまだ。
Really nice pitch right there and had him out front over the top. So the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a
フォーシーム
fastball,
狙ってる感がある
and
ね。
velo to it.
次のバッターは知らんけど。
Up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
スライダータイミング合ってる感があるね。
Just miss. First and second, 2 down.
ああ、それだ。
Misses outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
ストライク入れよう。
There's a real chance they get out of this without a
2 and 2.
run.
行くか。
Oh, that hit him. Drilled him. He had 2 strikes up, and he hit him. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez.
マウンド行きます。コンタクトちっちゃい。
Across the letters at 99.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Chapman now 1-run game.
よし。
That foul at the plate. Up and
1 and 2.
And the count is 1 and 2.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
継投成功じゃない。褒めて。いいね押して。コメント書いてあって。ないか。
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the
な
mound,
んで
Tyler Rogers.
Just trying to keep this
裏
one
向けて
close
たら
here, and
通知ないん
this is
ちゃう
where a
の。前
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
あ、ジャイアンツにいた。
And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
アンダースローの人かな。勘弁してそれ。うわ臭い。わあこいつや。ちょっと待って、俺ブ
Now
ル
he
ペン
steps
や
out of the box as he asks for time.
ローレンもうええわ。
Come on, Boston fans, get your peanuts. Peanuts right here. Peanuts.
0点はちょっとあれやな。一一にするか。ね、ロドもやっとこう。
Peanuts. Get your peanuts.
In the first
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses for ball 1. Roger. In his 6th season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing, and that ball
決めんな
snaps
よ。
on a line.
よし。
And an automatic double now as it hops the
ま
ball and
あ
fouls.
足遅いから3つは無理や
This
った
tends to
か。
happen more often in this park than others.
甘い
And
球
that
来た
short
ね。
fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double. No one can run it down.
ちょっ
Here
と
now the Red
ちょっと甘い。
Sox DH, Manny Ramirez.
もう変えよう。ハミルトン。シンプソンもいるな。でもここはハミルトンで盗塁必要ないからな。
Making a move at second base, and here's the pinch
ファ
runner,
ース
David
ト
Hamilton.
後で考えよう。
Late swing fouled off.
うわー、もう速いし遅いし。
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Not what you're
惜
looking
し
for
いも
after
の
the leadoff
発
double.
想はなかったわ。
There's one away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and
ま
definitely an
さ
individual
か
performance you
の
want to
シー
flush.
ム
He just hasn't looked very
反
comfortable
応
up
で
there.
き
It's one of
ず。
those days, but you're still winning the ball game. At least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. In the air, out towards right center.
スタート。
Marte makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now two away.
誰や。ブレグマンか。
Here's Alex Bregman.
変えられへんな。トロいるけどまだ6回やし。アランダ変えてまであれやのに。
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Zero
There's a
balls,
certain
one
point
strike.
where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
This one in the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Well done behind the dish.
なんと大型が打てんの。
Chop to the left side. Throw to first, and that'll do it.
も
And the Red
う
Sox leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
マニーの三振が一塁ね。一塁できる人はいない。誰かいたよね。変えなあかんな。トロかナルバエスか。トロしかないな。あれ何これ。
So coming into the game now on defense, Abraham Toro. He takes over as the new first baseman. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit.
セドリックまで投げよう。フォアボールあかんで。
Hard grounder into the outfield.
最悪のランナーや。
And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
思いっきり狙ってたんじゃない。まともに打たれた。もうまたピンチなの。
Makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked and he got it done.
Back to the top of the order now. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyer.
ドリッジ。
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
いろんな場面が想定されるね。ベルナンディーノが疲れてなければな。
Andrew Kittredge takes over on the
でも
mound.
ベルナンやっ
Throwing the ball very well
3人投げられへんやろ。
really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
ローレンやっとこう。トレイテンにするか。
That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
1-0.
With a single base runner because of all the power. They are
マルテはアウトに
dangerous
せなあかん。
to tie this
繋
thing
がれ
up
たら
or
もう
take the lead. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Here goes the runner. Up the middle.
最悪や。
Throws to first in time. That's the first
エ
out.
ンドラン
Those
かい。
plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Swing and a high fly ball.
決めてー、決めた、よかったー。
Corner, but foul.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
That's down
Ball.
again. A slider missed.
Good
One ball,
slider
one
down
strike.
and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
ストライクゾーンに。
So the tying run at second.
うわーい、真ん中。
Fouled off.
これ。
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Mullins, the runner at second with one away. Inside.
Ball.
2-2. Runner edges away at second. And
Count
this
full.
is inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
シンカーで。
And at second. And ball
Buffalo,
forward to
take your
avoid.
base.
Well, he took his chance at getting into chase right there, but with first base open, walked not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That's
Yeah.
in there. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
これもちゃんと投げてたらアウトか。
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that's
1-0.
outside.
マウンド行きます。行かれへん。
Next offering in there for a strike. A ball, 1 strike. Runners are at the corners, one away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's out. Well, that was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run. And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor.
Hiya.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Andrew Kittredge is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back to the new pitcher after this.
後悔してる。ちょっとだけ。
Justin Slate into the game. That's in there. Strike one.
Clearly taking all the way right there. I think he's just trying to measure up this new arm out there on the mound.
One.
In the dirt.
Nice,
Runners
Moreno.
stay where they are. That's ball one. One. Swing and a miss. He was out front.
Well, he knows
One and
they
two,
don't want to
out.
give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That's a base hit. McNeil scores. And it's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the seventh.
ボール
That
が
at bat
じ
had a
ゃ
lot
ん。
of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field, and that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That one's in there, and that is strike one. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. This one shot to the ground, but foul. Ball one.
That's a
there.
ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Ripped to right, and that's a base hit. Alonso is waved home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. He's on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Batter now, Brandon Nimmo.
That's a
First
ball.
pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two on, 2 outs.
That missed. That's the ball.
And now 2-0. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Double up the hitter, his arms extended. Tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. They got it hauled it in. So they get three and jump ahead late. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Mets 4 and the Red Sox 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Gregory Soto.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A.J. Minter preparing to come on if needed. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Left center field and a touchdown for him. The tying run to the plate.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Gabriel Moreno. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in the pinch runner, number 15.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner on the go. Pitch it for a strike. See, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him. You see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and this makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
The tying run at the plate. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Jaron Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. First pitch,
1-0.
Close. That one pulled out. Tying run at the plate. Swings through that one.
Definitely not a pitch location
One
you're
ball, two
expecting
strikes.
up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Strike three, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So 2 down now, and here is Zaydan Rafaela. 1 for 3.
1-0.
In the dirt, but no advance. That's ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, you're the bottom of the 7th. Next offer in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Right side, hard hit. McNeil gets the first, and that will end the inning.
当たりやんけな。
Back here at Fenway Park for the top of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
ちょっと整えます。危ない。
Slate back to work. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit and the leadoff man aboard.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So up next, Cedric Mullins. Out towards right center field. Rafael settles underneath it. Makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Starling.
こっから怖いね。
Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. And a foul ball. And delivers
No,
outside.
that's out.
And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
In the dirt. That
That's
one
the ball.
misses, and the count's full.
We got a full count.
Swing at a high fly ball right field. In position.
うえ
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
間違えました。
And now he steps off the
カット
rubber.
でいきます。
Alvarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Yeah.
And it's a strikeout. Third out. Mets leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2
点
lead.
返そう。みんな。オラに力をくれ。
Now pitching for
Back
the
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Minter.
左のため
These
の
are
打
the
順だか
spots
ら。
relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Wilson leading things off and takes the strike.
大したことない、大したことない。
Swings over the top of that one.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses.
Ball.
And a count now even up. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 2-2 now.
Ball. We got a full count.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Mullins hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the first baseman, Abraham Toro, came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor gets under it, hauls it in for the out. And there's two away. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
No balls. One
It's been a
strike.
tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Ground ball, left side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. He beats the throw, and they can't get the out.
ナイスバッティ4番でそるかお前これ
So a man at first. Gleyber Torres will hit next. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Then he really
0-2.
sells the changeup with that arm action.
Tying run at the plate. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
何でも踏んなや
Gleyber takes outside.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 4 and the Red Sox 2.
めっちゃ悔しいこのまま腹立つ
We go to the 9th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Michael Lorenzen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's to third. Slings it across, and that takes care of Alonso.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now it's Juan Soto. Lorenzen in his 11th season, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Sliced hard but foul. Base is empty, 1 away. You're the top of the 9th. Gets into the chase after that.
0-2.
foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one
That's a ball.
Inside a sharp slider.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And he
Ball,
dodges
that's
that
in.
fastball.
That's a
Good
ball.
battle here. About to be the 8th pitch
Full
of
count.
the at-bat. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And he grounds one back up the middle. Throws to first. They get the out on Soto.
強い当たりされるね。
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Francisco Lindor. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And that one sliced foul. High fly ball, shallow right, under it.
3人で終わらせて。
Makes the catch. And that is that. 3 up,
試合
3 down
連
that
続サヨナラ
time.
やな。
6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 4 and the Red Sox 2.
シンプソンからやったらよかったのにな。
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Edwin Diaz.
ドジャー
And
ス
he's
行
been
った
racking up strikeouts at a high rate
みんな
this
ドジャ
year.
ース
Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
打てそうにね。
Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
マジか。
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one is
Ball,
downstairs. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strikes through that one, it's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Diaz, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes the victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control, command that day, pretty much forget about it.
代打バ
Red
トラー。
Sox down to their final hour. Gabriel Moreno up next for the Red Sox. So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Lawrence Butler, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that you'll somehow, some way.
Rips to left, and that should do it.
負け
He
た。
puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets
悔しい負け
won
方。
the series on the
ごめんな
road.
さい。
It's always
お疲れ様で
nice
した。
to
ご視聴ありがとうございました
grab that series. You come into a new ballpark and just
つい
sometimes
勝って
things
タイに
aren't
並びま
as
す。
comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound
お疲れ
doesn't
様
look
でした。
straight. The background
ごめんね。
isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.